أعوذ
Assalamu
بالله
alaikum.
من الشيطان أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة على أعدائهم من الآن إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right, can everyone hear me loud and clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
So we were on lesson number 1 and we finished the lesson itself and we did this page and we did the points to remember. I'm going to start lesson number 2. But before I start lesson number 2, I just need to mention 2 points and then I'll continue. Now, can I request Sister Munira Yusuf Ali? Sister Munira Yusuf Ali?
Yes, Sheikh.
Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Alaikum salam.
Munira, can you read the point number, this one here? It says over here, the object of a verb is in the accusative case. Mansub, on page number 7.
Points to remember.
Yep, points to remember in the middle of the page where it's got the paragraph,
Okay.
object of a verb.
Okay, got it.
Yep, go ahead, read it, please.
The object of a verb is in the accusative case, mansub. So it takes a, that is fatha ending.
Correct.
But it does not appear in a noun which has the possessive pronoun of the first person singular attached to it. Here are some examples of the object without the possessive pronoun of the first person.
Okay, 2 seconds now. When it means the possessive pronoun of the first person, it means like uhibbu abi wa ummi wa akhi wa ukhti. So here is the possessive pronoun for the first person, which is I, comes with the noun. So the fatha is not visible. So I love my father, I love my mother, I love my brother and sister. So normally, if it was I love a brother, uhibbu akhan, the fatha tanween is shown. But whenever any noun comes with a possessive pronoun for my, the mansub case, the accusative case is hidden, it's not visible. Clear?
Clear.
Now, the other point I need to mention here as well is that every verbal sentence, all verbal what is a verbal sentence?
Verbal sentence starts with the verb.
Correct. So a verbal sentence is a sentence which starts with a verb. It has minimum three components or 4 components. What are they? Number 1, it has a verb. Number 2, it has a doer, meaning every verb cannot be accomplished without a doer. For example, he is hitting, I am hitting, she is hitting. These are individuals who are performing the action of hitting or whatever. And then that's verb, doer, and also an object as well. So for example, I hit. If I say I hit Zaid. I am the one who is doing the action. I am the one who's doing the action, and the action which I'm performing is hitting. And the third person is Zaid. Zaid is the object. So object is a noun upon whom the verb and the doer perform the action on or above. Okay,
so,
is that clear?
So it will be fi'lun, fa'il, and maf'ul.
Correct. Fi'il, fa'il, and maf'ul. Correct. Now, over here, we have uhibbullaha. Uhibbullaha. Now, I'm going to ask Sister Farwa. Sister Farwa, where is the verb, where is the doer, and where is the object?
The doer is I, the verb is hub,
Yep,
and Allah is the object.
correct. Allah is the object. And Sister Sakina Hamdani.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. Uhibbur Rasula. Who is the doer? What is the verb? And where is the object?
So I is the doer.
Yep.
And ahibbu is the verb, and Rasulullah is the object.
Rasul is the object. And what is the sign of an object?
It has a fatha. It takes the fatha at the end.
Yes, it takes a fatha if it has alif lam. If it doesn't have, if the noun comes without alif lam, then you have a fatha tanween.
Yes, right.
Correct. Sister Zahra Rizvi.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. Here it says Uhibbu Rasulallahi. Uhibbu Rasulallahi. Where is the verb? Where is the object?
So same as before, I is the object, hub is the verb, and I think the object here is Rasulullah.
Correct. And why is Allahi in the genitive case?
Mudaf ilayh?
Correct. That is correct answer. So you can normally the default position of a mudaf, it's dhamma, Rasulullahi. However, a mudaf, if it is situated after a noun, after a verb, it can get a fatha.
Sorry, can you just repeat that last thing again? But after a...
If it is situated after a verb, it can receive a fatha for being a object or either being a doer. For example, Ja'a Abdullahi. Ja'a means came, okay? Ja'a means came. Ja'a Abdullahi. So Abdullahi, servant of Allah came, or Abdullah came. It depends upon whether we are using it in the third person or whether we are using it in the second person. If it's a third person, Ja'a, it will mean he is a doer. Mudaf is coming as a doer. But if it's coming for the second person or the first person, then you will know it's coming as an object.
How can it be for the first, second, and third? Because surely wouldn't the ending of the verb change accordingly?
Correct, it will change. For example, I'll give you an example. Dharaba Zaydun rajulan. What will be the translation? Dharaba means hit.
So,
Zaydun rajulan. Zayd hit
a man.
Zayd hit a man. If I said Dharaba Abdullahi rajulan. Dharaba Abdullahi rajulan. Who is the doer? Who is the doer? And where is the object? Dharaba Abdullahi rajulan.
I think here rajulan is the doer and no. Okay,
Rajulan. Rajulan, it has the accusative case.
Oh, okay.
So because of that, Rajulan. So remember, always a doer of a verb. So this is another point I'm going to add now. Always a doer of a verb is in the nominative case. It has a dhamma. It has a dhamma. Ja'a Abdullahi. Ja'a Zaydun. So it always in the nominative case. And a doer of a verb, Sister Zahra, a doer of a verb, it either can be a pronoun or either it could be a visible noun which comes in the text after the verb.
Okay, but in Ja'a Abdullahi, there's no dhamma.
Abdullah, Dal has a dhamma. Abdullahi.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay.
So Abdullahi, the dal on Abd has a dhamma, and that is coming as the fa'il, the doer of Ja'a
So I thought maybe Abdullah was his actual name. So the whole name was one word.
It is. Abdullah is mudaf, mudaf ilayh, but it's one word together.
Okay. Okay, I see.
So you can have a composition of words like Ja Abdullah is two words, but it's one individual.
Mm-hmm.
So this can happen. And the other point you need to remember is that a doer of a verb, it can be as you know, every verb requires a doer, and every verb has a pronoun attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if there is no physical or visible name of an individual, in that scenario, the pronoun which is within the verb will be the fa'il, the doer.
Okay.
And if there's a noun which is mentioned in that sentence, that verbal sentence, then that name or noun which comes will be the doer of that verb, and the pronoun within the verb will not be the doer anymore.
So what function will the pronoun perform?
The function of the pronoun will be silent. It will be neglected because, for example, I'll give you an example. Yadribu. I'll give you an example. Yadribu. Dharaba rajulan. So dharaba rajulan. So here, rajulan is in the accusative case. Rajulan is in the accusative case, and there is no fa'il, a visible noun, which is coming as a fa'il. So in this scenario, the verb dharaba has a pronoun, which is huwa, will be the doer of the verb dharaba. He hit a
He
man.
hits a man. Okay.
So he hit a man. So what will happen here is that the pronoun he, previously in the sentence, Zaid, Bakr, Amr, Umar, someone has been mentioned in the text who the sentence is referring back to. He did or he hit.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense now?
I think so, yes.
So a verb either has a verb either has a physical name which comes as a doer, or the pronoun which the verb has within it itself. So over here, look at this example. Uhibbullaha. Ana, which means I, is not mentioned, but the verb uhibbu, as you know, it represents I, is the doer of the action of loving. You see it now.
Yep.
Same in the case of uhibbu. It's not Zaid mentioned or Bakr mentioned, but ana, which is the pronoun within the verb, is the doing the action of loving Rasulullah. Uhibbu Rasulullah, I. It's ana within the verb.
Yep.
Is that clear now?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay. And then over here, next person will be Sister Balkis.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Alaykum salam. Uhibbu al-lughat al-arabiyyata. Where is the doer? Where is the verb? And where is the object?
Okay, the doer is I.
Yep.
So and in here, right. Uhibbul lughat al-arabiyya. So the verb is loving.
Loving is the verb. Al-lughat al-arabiyyata. What is this?
That's the doer.
No, I am the doer. I am doing the action.
Yeah. Sorry, you wanted the doer and the verb, and what was the third thing?
Object.
Object. Yes, so it's Arabiya.
Yeah, so here al-lughat al-lughat al-arabiyya. Al-arabiyya is the adjective for the language. So the adjective and the noun collectively together is the object for the verb uhibbu.
Yes.
Correct?
Okay. Yes, that's right.
Next person, Sister Akila. Can you come on the mic?
Sheikh, could you repeat that again on the last bit what you just said?
Yeah. Okay. The word al-lughata is in the accusative case. It's a noun. Al-arabiyata is the adjective for al-lugha. And the adjective always follows the noun in gender, in femininity or masculine, and whether it comes with a fatha, kasra, or a dhamma, and whether it is definite or indefinite. So al-arabiyata is an adjective for al-lughata. The adjective and the noun collectively together comes as the object of the verb. Uhibbu al-lughata al-arabiyata. Is that
Thank
clear?
you. Yeah, that's clear.
Right, Sister Akila, can you come on the mic, please?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam. Sister Akila, it says it here, Atuhibbullaha, Atuhibbullaha. So is particle for asking questions. Where is the verb and where is the object? And where is the subject?
Allah is the object.
Allah is the object, correct? And who is doing the action of loving Allah?
Tu.
It's anta.
Yeah, anta.
Yeah. To is correct.
You,
Anta. Yeah,
And it's
anta,
you.
which is the actual pronoun hidden within the verb. That is the person who's doing the action of loving, and Allah is the object. Correct. I want you to the next one as well. Atuhibbu lughataka.
I is dual.
Yep.
Tuhibbu is the subject,
Yep.
and lugata is object.
And what type of object is lughataka? What type of construction of word is lughataka?
I didn't understand your.
So lughataka it is composed of two words, language and your. So
Your.
so what type of construction would we call this in the Arabic language?
First is a muzaf ilay.
Excellent. Exactly. So like Rasulallahi is mudaf ilay. Whenever a noun comes with any of the pronouns, it's also mudaf ilay.
Like for example, baiti.
Correct. Next one. Sisters, Jazak, any questions from anyone? Any questions? Right. Next person, Sukaina. Sister Sukaina. Alaikum salam. Alaikum salam. Next one, man tuhibbu. Who is man tuhibbu?
Man is dual.
Yeah.
Tuhibbu. Tuhibbu is
So let me help you this one. This is slightly difficult. Whom do you look at this translation? Whom do you like? When you say whom do you, so when I'm saying do you, who am I talking to? When I say do you, second person, yes? Second person. So
Yes.
anta, so in this sentence here, this is a slightly different construction. Here, anta in tuhibbu is the fa'il, is the doer. Man is the object. Does it make sense?
Man is object and tuhibbu is?
Exactly. So in this sentence here, the object comes before the verb. The object coming before the verb. Whom do you is performing the action. What are you performing? The action of loving. So you are the fa'il. Loving is the action. Man is the object.
Oh, all right. Okay.
For example, I'll give you example. Layla tuhibbu. Layla tuhibbu. Do you like Layla, for example? So
Mhm.
I'll give you Layla tuhibbu. Now I'll give you an example from the Quran. In Surah Al-Hamd, we say the word na'budu, correct?
Yeah, kanabudo. Yes.
Abada means he worship. Na'budu, we worship. Everyone knows this now. Na'budu present tense, yes?
Yes.
Now the word iya, the ya has a fatha. Iyaka, it's mudaf and mudaf ilay. Is not iya, isn't iyoka, isn't iyoka, it's iyaka. The ya has a fatha. Isn't
Yes.
iyoka, it's iyaka. So the ya
Yeah.
has a fatha because it's the maf'ul, it's the object. And why is the object coming before the verb? Because we're emphasizing that you are the only person we worship.
Allah. Yes.
So iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Nasta'in means we seek assistance from.
Yes.
So here, man tuhibbu is very similar. Man is coming as an object. Tuhibbu is the verb, like iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Is that clear for you, Zahra Rizvi and Sister Farwa? Bilqis, Sukaina, Sakina?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thanks.
Make
Yes.
sense?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Now, I want everyone, when you read the Quran, I want you to think of fa'il, verb, fa'il, and maf'ul when you read the Quran. So that will allow you to understand and be able to get yourself more familiar with the Arabic grammar. Why am I doing this? The reason why I'm trying to prepare yourselves for the bigger picture to read the Arabic books itself. Otherwise, it's nothing. The book hasn't mentioned it, but I'm mentioning this because I can prepare yourself.
Can you repeat those file, what was it? Those three things?
Yep. Fi'l, fa'il. So write them down in the group.
Yeah, please. And they translate to verb object doer.
Yes. Fi'l. I'll write this down one sec. Fi'l means verb plus fa'il, doer plus maf'ul, which is the object.
Thank you for doing that.
So you should. I'm going to just post it in all the groups because there are 3 groups or 4 groups for Wednesday class.
Oh,
Yeah, there absolutely. No one's aware of because what's happened is that we started off on Africa, then we went to UK, then we went to America, and then we came back to UK.
oh gosh.
So that's the reason. That's the reason why there's 4 groups.
Mashallah, mashallah.
So when do you start and when do you finish it?
When do I start? When do I finish? Yeah. Well, no, there's 4 groups of this same class itself because we initially started off quite a few months ago, but because of Muharram and so forth, we took a break, and then some students went to other classes, so there's been a change. So that's the reason why I've amalgamated everyone to in one class now.
Perfect.
The
I
other,
wanted
other
to
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I wanted to request you that you said initially that you're going to help us understand from the Quran the ayat that talk about the wilayat of Imam Ali once we, cover some classes. So I wanted to request if we can possibly cover one ayat at the end of every class, if it's okay, and we can perhaps then apply the grammar that we've learned on it as well.
You'll need to give me a couple of, because at the moment, because we just started book 2, and I just need to get the mindset ready. So that's the reason why, you know what I'm doing now, fi'l, fa'il, maf'ul. Once you know these basic terms, then I'll be able to make yourself familiar with that. After Arba, after Eid al-Zahra, I was thinking, because it's been in the back of my mind that I need to do something back onto the Quran again, like we did the 30 of Juz in Shahr Ramadan. what I'm thinking of doing, it's that I will continue the 30 juz as well, but not yet. But the fadail of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam and the wilayat of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam in the Quran, inshallah, I'll try to start it. Because there's two other things as well. Even Ziyarat Ashura, it hasn't been completed yet. So I need to, maybe what I can do, 1 week I could do Ziyarat Ashura, 1 week I could do Wilayat Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. So both topics are being some extent continued and completed. So inshallah, yes, that can be done. That can be done.
Thank you very much.
Right, let's continue. Right.
So Sheikh, I had a question.
Yes.
As you said that you have groups, like in this group, am I alone from Dar es Salaam?
Sister Akila, where are you from? Akila, are you from Kenya or Mombasa? Sister Akila?
Yes, Sheikh.
You from Mombasa or is it Dar es Salaam?
Actually, I'm living in Dar es Salaam. From now, I'm living in France, but I am originally from Réunion Island.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So
it's just,
I'm in France and Dar es Salaam, both.
yeah, so Sister Akila, Sister Munira, you have her, and there's another sister as well, who attends occasionally now and then. And there's other students as well. So they are listening passively. So they're not coming online. They're listening to the classes on YouTube, and they're following as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Tahira Panjwani is here. I think Tahira's from out of America, correct, Tahira? Okay. Right, let's continue. Now, lesson number 2. We started lesson number 2, correct or not?
No,
No,
we have
we
not.
didn't. No.
Okay. Right. Now, lesson number 2 is a continuation of lesson number 1. But before I'm going to start this lesson, I want to just, so I just want to do a quick practice and a recap of some things. Give me 1 second, and I just want to get this PDF onto the screen. Give me 2 seconds. Is there anyone going for Arba'in, by the way?
My parents are.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, so maybe after Arba'in, inshallah, if the things improve, meaning that the visa situation and vaccination issue, and inshallah then we'll go.
Inshallah. Du'as for everyone.
Yeah, okay, let's get there. Right. Right. I'm going to just practice the verbs with you. Is that okay with everyone? The reason why, because it's been a while and I just need everyone to practice this quickly, and then I want to continue. Right, I'm going to choose who I'm going to choose. Can you see the actual screen?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay. Right. Who I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask Sister Butul Andani.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Butul Andani.
Yeah.
Now, this verb here, akrama, is a 4-letter verb. Akrama is a
4-letter word.
It's a 4-letter verb, and the 4-letter verb is akrama. So you see in the past tense, it has a alif extra. Karuma is the root word. Akrama means that he gave respect.
Okay.
Karuma means he gave respect. Okay. Now, this is a 4-letter verb. So karuma means he became generous, and akrama means he gave respect to someone. Akrama, he gave respect. Now, normally, like dharaba, nasara, and kataba, we found that all of the letters had a fatha there. They were all mutaharrik with a fatha.
Yeah.
But in akrama, you will see an alif has been added and the kaf has a sukoon. So this is a 4-letter verb. So the reason why we have a 4-letter verb on this pattern, akrama, yukrimu, it gives the meaning that one person is performing an action on another person. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. Ajlasahu. When you say jalasa means he sat. Everyone remember? Jalasa means he sat. Now, if you say jalasahu, so ajlasahu, it means that he made someone else sit. It gives that meaning. Ajlasahu, he made someone else sit. Adkhalahu, like I'll give you an example. Allahumma adkhil ala ahli al-qubur as-surur. Adkhil, adkhala, yudkhilu. Imperative is adkhil. It means, oh Allah, adkhil means enter in the graves of the mu'mineen and muslimin. What? Surur. What does surur mean? Happiness.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to conjugate akrama's past tense, please. Go ahead. Akrama.
Huwa akrama.
Translate as well. Who akrama means what?
Huwa akrama, that
he respected.
He respected. Akrama.
Yep.
She respected.
They both respected.
They both respected. Yeah. Akramu.
Yep.
They all respected. Yeah.
Yeah. Then akramat.
Akramat. She respect.
She respected. Correct. Akramata.
They both respected.
Correct.
They all respect. Akramna. They all respected. Anta. Akramta.
Correct.
You respected.
Mm-hmm.
Antum. Antuma.
Mm-hmm.
Akramtuma is
correct.
They both respected.
You both respected.
You both respected. And antuma is akramtum is they all respect. You all respected. Yeah.
Correct.
Anti akramti. She respected.
Yep.
Antuma akramtuma. You both. No, she both respected. And akramtuma. Akramtunna is they all they all respected. Yeah.
You all respected.
You all respected.
Remember, the first 6 forms are for they, for he and she. The next 6 are for you, masculine and female, and the last 2, I and we. So there are 14 forms. Go and then akramtu, I.
Akramtum. Akramtu is I.
Yep.
I respected. And akramna is we respect.
Correct. Sister Farwa Jafri.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Sister Farwa Jafri. Now, the present tense.
Yes.
The present tense is yukremu. The present tense is yukremu. Originally, Sister Zahra, Sister Farwa, it was yuakremu. Yuakremu. Because you know there's a 4-letter verb.
Yes.
Now, yukremu is only 1, 2, 3 letters. Alif has been dropped.
Okay, sure.
So remember that alif has been dropped, and the way you can distinguish when you see a present tense, how do you distinguish the present tense of a 4-letter verb and a 3-letter verb? It's easy. Remember this point. It's that ya has a dhamma.
Dhamma, okay.
The yas have a dhamma. In the 3-letter verbs, dharaba yadribu, nasara yansuru, kataba yaktubu, all the yas have a fatha.
All right. 4-letter word. Okay, got it. And for 3-letter words, there was a fatha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sister Bilqis, Sister Munira, Sakina, Sukaina, Zahra, Rizvi, is that clear?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So this is a clue to be able to know which verb this is, whether there's a 3-letter verb or a 4-letter verb. Now, Sister Farwa, can you conjugate all the 14, please?
Sure. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yukrimu, he is giving respect. Yukrimani, they 2 men are giving respect. Yukrimuna, they all men are giving respect. Tukrimu, she is giving respect.
Yep.
Tukrimani, they two females are giving respect. Yukrimna, they all females are giving respect. Tukrimu, one male are giving respect. Tukrimani, you two men are giving respect. Tukrimuna, you all men are giving respect. Tukrimina, you one female is giving respect. Tukrimani, you two females are giving respect. Tukrimna, you all females are giving respect. Ukrimu, I am giving respect. Nukrimu, we all are giving respect.
Thank you very so much. Sister Akila, can you come on the mic, please?
Yes.
Now, Sister Akila, the imperative. Now, if I want to test you as well. Now, remember the verb daraba yadribu. Tadribu is you are hitting. How do you make the imperative for a three-letter verb? We did this in Shahr Ramadan, making the imperatives. How, and I also with this class before Muharram, I did do about imperatives, how to make imperatives. Do you remember?
Yes, a little. We have first to remove the ta.
Excellent. Number one, remove the ta. Second stage.
The second person. Second stage, we have to the dhamma in the singular form. It is changed to sukun.
The last letter changes to sukun, correct?
Like here, tukrimu is ukrim. Instead of it's ukrim.
Yep, the last letter is given a sukun, correct?
And then
because now in for example tadribu, in tadribu, the dad has a sukun. The dad has a sukun. So when a letter is silent, what do we need to bring in the beginning of the sentence?
Alif.
Hamzatul wasl, correct. And what harakat will the Hamzatul wasl get?
Kasra.
Why a kasra? It's correct, but tell me the reason why. I'll tell you, the ra in tadribu, the ra
actually
in tadribu has a kasra.
The middle letter of the three-letter verb.
Yep.
So if we look the letter after middle letter of the three-letter verb.
Yep. Because it has a kasra, if it has a kasra or a fatha, the hamzatul wasl will get a
kasra.
Correct. And if the middle letter of the three-letter verb has a dhamma, the hamzatul wasl gets a dhamma.
Dhamma.
Like uqtub.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, with regards to the imperative of this four-letter verb, we make it from tukrimo. We make it from tukrimo. But once we drop the ta, originally there was an alif there. So the alif comes back from the past tense back into the present tense again. And because that had a fatha, there's no need to bring hamzatul wasl. So that's the reason why we make the last letter, the meme, the dhamma with a sukoon, and it becomes akarim.
Yes.
Is that clear for everyone? The alif was dropped into akrimu. Once the ta of the present tense is dropped to make the imperative, the hamzatul qat, which was in the past tense and which was in the present tense but was dropped for conveniency, is brought back in with a fatha. The meme changes to a sukoon and it becomes akrim. It becomes
akrim.
And then the noon in the jewel and the plurals are dropped except the noon in the feminine. Correct?
Yes.
Continue now. Conjugate the 6 forms.
Ukrim,
Akrim.
akrim, akrima, akrimu, akrimi, akrima, akrimna.
Correct. Jazakallah. Next person, can you choose Akila?
Sister Bilkis.
Sister Bilqis.
Yes, Sheikh.
The verb is adkhala yudkhilu. What will be the imperative?
Adkhil.
Adkhala, adkhil. Correct. Conjugate now.
Adkhil. Adkhil. Khilna.
No, adkhila.
Adkhila. Yeah, sorry. Adkhila. Adkhilu.
Excellent.
Adkhili.
Excellent.
Adkhila.
Yes.
Adkhilna.
Excellent. Excellent. Adkhilna. Jazakallah. Next person, Zahra Rizvi.
Yep.
Zahra Rizvi. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move on to the next form. Now, what's happening here now? Ahabba. Ahabba is originally on the same pattern of the 4-letter verb as akrama.
Okay.
It's on the same pattern, but however, because there is a shadda on the ba, and as you know, shadda represents there are 2 letters of the same type itself.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Originally, it should have been ahbaba. Originally,
Okay.
it should be ahbaba.
Okay.
But ahbaba became ahabba.
Okay.
So ahbaba. So ahbaba. And now, can you conjugate the past tense? Ahabba. Ahabba, he liked or he loved. Go ahead.
Ahabba, he liked. Ahabba, they both liked. Ahabbu, they all liked, masculine. And then feminine, Ahabbat, she
Ahabbat.
liked.
Ahabbat.
Yep. Ahabbat, she liked. Ahabbata, they both liked. Ahbabna, they all liked.
Correct. Just stop here. Ahbabna. What is it? 6 form?
Ahbabna. Yep.
Now, let me go back to 4th letter. Akrama. What's the 6th form?
Akramna.
And ahbabna, does it follow the same pattern?
Akramna and
Akramna, ahbabna.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct? So remember this is that whenever there is these verbs where it has a shadda, they are called mudaf. When it goes to the 6th form, it diverts back to the original pattern itself, which is akramna, ahbabna.
Okay.
Because from the 6th form, the last letter of the 4-letter verb, the last letter becomes the sukoon. For this reason, the shadda on the ba is removed, and the second ba has a sukoon, and the first ba has a fatha, and it becomes ahbabna. What I'm teaching you now, this will help you in your Quran reading. It will help you in Arabic text reading. Just give me about, let me finish off book 2, 3. 3 and 4 has 10 lessons each, 20 lessons. But give me about, once you're on lesson book 4, inshallah, you'll be, as we say in Urdu, par Urdu. So you'll be actually speaking and understanding Arabic fluently, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So you will not find it difficult to read Arabic text. You'll be understanding 80 to 85%, inshallah. The rest is practice. The more we practice, and the better we become, inshallah. Okay? Now, does that make sense, Zahra?
I think so, yes.
Oh, come on. Look at akramna.
Yeah, no, it's just about memorizing now. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was memorized, correct. So then after that, all of them follow the same pattern itself. Continue, please. Anta.
So now moving on to the masculine. Ahbabta, you like. أحببتما, you both like. أحببتم, you all like. Moving on to feminine. أحببتي, you like. أحببتما, you both like. أحببتن, you all like. I for I like. أحببت, and أحببنا for we all like.
Thank you so much. Sister, who's next? Okay, who's going to be the next person? Sister Munira.
Yes, Sheikh.
Can you do the present tense? Yuhib.
Huwa yuhibbu, he likes. Huma yuhibbani, you both like. Hum yuhibbuna, they like. Hiya tuhibbu, she likes.
Correct.
Huma tuhibbani, they both feminine like. Hunna yuhbibna.
Correct. Yuhbibna, it goes back to the original and the same pattern as yukrimna. Yuhbibna, yukrimna.
Okay.
So always,
So,
whenever you come across the sixth form in the past tense, the present tense, and the I think there's a 12th form of females, they go back to the original pattern itself of the verb.
So here it is feminine plural, they like.
Yep.
Anta tuhibbu, you like, masculine singular. Antuma tuhibbani, masculine and masculine dual, you like. Antum tuhibbuna, masculine plural, you all like. Anti tuhibbina, singular, feminine, you like. Antuma tuhibbani, dual, feminine, you both like. Antunna tuhibbina, antunna tuhbibna, you all like, feminine plural. Ana uhibbu, I like. Nahnu nuhibbu, we all like.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, the imperative, I will ask Sister Sakina.
Okay, Ahbib,
So,
he like.
No, Ahbib like.
Ahbib likes, he like it's the male, he.
No.
It's like.
Yeah, so the imperative are two. For whenever there's a shadda, there are two imperatives. Ahbib is one of them, or the other one is this alif here at the end, is which represents dual. Remove that alif, and how would you read it? And the alif here in the beginning has a fatha. Ahibba.
Ahibba.
Ahibba or ahbib. They are the two imperatives for a word which has a shadda in it. So ahbib, removing the shadda. If we want to keep the shadda, it will be ahibba.
Okay. So that just translates to like you're saying to
like or love.
Yeah, and then that's male to male.
Yes, correct.
And then ahibba, that's two males, like. And ahibbu, all to all males, like. And then ahibbi, which is female, like. And then ahibba is two females, like. And then ahbibna, all females, they like.
Not they, you.
Not they, but you like, yes, you. It's an imperative, so it's like, what is it? It's like an instruction to someone.
Yeah, you're ordering someone. Yeah. Right. Okay. Sukaina.
Sorry, before you move on, can I just clarify? You said there were two imperatives. So does that mean for anta and antuma, the two are interchangeable?
So for the dual masculine singular, you can either use one of them. Both of them are correct. Either ahibba and ahbib, both of them are used in the Arabic text. But the most popular one, it's to keep the shadda, like tuhibbu, change the ta to an alif with a fatha, The dhamma at the end, change that to a fatha, becomes ahibba. That's the most popular one.
So you're saying for anta, for you,
Yes.
masculine, ahibba is more common than
Yes.
ahbib. Okay, great, thanks.
Yes. Right, is that clear for everyone? Is this all clear for everyone now?
Yes, yes, it is.
So Tina,
Clearer.
this should be more clear for you more than anyone. This is the second time round.
I know, it's so like it's so faffy. That's not even a word. But you know this, you were just saying about the ahibba, but that is like for two just saying it to a plural.
No,
So
ahibba.
you would still use it even for a singular.
No,
then.
no. Without the alif at the end. Without the alif at the end, if you remove the alif at the end, it becomes a singular form. Ahibba. So ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu.
Oh yes, so it's
Ahib-
ahibba, yes, because we're extending it because there's an alif
Yeah.
at the end. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let me see. Is everyone tired? If you're feeling okay, then I'll move on to lesson 2 and I'll start lesson 2. But if you're feeling that you're quite overwhelmed and you just want to practice this, I'm happy with that as well. What would you like me to do?
I personally would just like to practice this. I think it's a lot of information.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's just me though. If everybody's
No.
happy to continue, then yeah, I'll continue.
No. I would personally would prefer that you actually practice this, because the only reason why, well, maybe you say, okay, it's a repetition of what we have done before, but repetition, it's really crucial with Arabic language.
Would you be able to send
I have.
Oh right, it's in the group, the akrama, that one?
Yeah, I've sent this today.
It's not in our group.
I sent in all the groups. Okay, let me double check.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I saw it. Yes,
It is there. Yes,
Yeah.
we have it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
So practice this. The reason why, and shall I give you one more verb on each of these scales as well?
Yeah.
I'll give you, and I'll give you some ayats from the Quran so that you can relate to the ayats of the Quran as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
So can I ask you one thing?
Yes,
The last column.
Yep.
You said that it will. It could be like ahbib, and
ahibba.
Ahibba, yeah.
Yes.
Why it can be like that?
Because if you remove the good question. The reason why, if we remove the shadda,
yeah,
then it becomes on the same as akrama yukrimu. The imperative akrama yukrimu is akrim. So if ahbaba yuhbibu is back to the original without shadda, the imperative would be ahbib, akrim. And if it has a shadda, ahabba yuhibbu, we drop the ta, bring the hamzatul qat, the last letter will change now to a fatha and it becomes ahibba.
Ahibba, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
No problem at all. So please practice this. Those who are doing book 3, Madina Arabic, they're pretty much well, now we are working on sentences from the Quran, like telling them this is verbal sentences, nominal sentences. So that's the reason why the more you practice now, the better it will become for you for book 3 and 4, because this is the stepping stones for me to then construct sentences and show you the sentences. This is a nominal sentence, this is a verbal sentence, this is the subject, this is so forth and so on. So that's the reason why I'm taking my time. I'm doing the class very slowly so that everyone is on board and able to absorb all the information. So please do the homeworks, listen to the lessons, revise with a pair. If you can pair up with each other, that'll be good. Because with verbs, if you listen to each other, you're able to memorize it and reinforce it. And things which you talk and discuss, you remember that and preserve that longer than something which you repeat by yourself. That's the mind. That's the way we as human beings work. We listen and remember conversation than conversation which we had by ourselves.
Yeah, that's very true. Since I've been doing this on my own, it's harder. When I had Sister Minazah, it was a bit easier, but now she's ditched me.
She's ditched everyone. She's ditched the other class as well, the MUS class as well.
I know she's on another course, so she's had to commit to another course. So not an Arabic course, and actually an English and IT course. So she had to do that for her job. So inshallah she will be back though. She'll carry on practicing with us anyway. And you should tell Sister Bilkis to try and come over to mine to practice.
Yeah, I would love to. I will.
Yeah,
So,
Inshallah.
Sheikh,
Yes.
can I interrupt a little?
Yes.
For me, everyone is new here, and just now you scared me by saying that some of the students are in book 3 and book 4, and I am only in book 2. I don't even know anything about book 3 and book 4.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry. It says I've got 13 classes, so these are 13 classes, and those students who are in book 3, they started in the beginning of the pandemic with me, so that's the reason why they have reached book 3. They're fast track class. We do 2 classes a week with them. That's the reason why, and we've reached that level. So there's classes behind you as well. I still got students in book 1 from India, Pakistan, and Canada and America, and I've got another 2 classes waiting to start for America, Canada, and I think Vancouver as well. So there are students waiting to join as well. So nothing to worry about.
So if there is a class which is in book 2 and they are not in 3 and 4, then I would love to join them instead of going so much fast with these students.
This is book 2, sister. So you've done book 1. So the book 2, you were at the beginning of book 2. Book 3, the students are way advanced because I'm really working hard with them in trying to develop a Quranic understanding, sentences from the Quran and so forth. So they are quite ahead. They are pretty much at the level of second-year students at the Hausa. That's the level I'm trying to make them reach.
But they are in this group, correct?
No. This is a completely different group. They're a completely different group.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions from anyone?
I was just going to ask, you know, like last time you were saying you might do some Google form class tests or things like that.
The reason why I didn't do it is because I was just trying to get everyone in the mindset ready. So inshallah, we still haven't finished, but we finished just lesson 1, and I will send you an exam for lesson 1 in Google form so that you can assess yourself as well. Okay, I'll do that.
No, that'd be great. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Okay, any other questions before we end?
So, Sheikh, are you going to send the other one pamphlet like that one? You said this
pamphlet. What do you mean pamphlet?
No, this paper which is on the screen now.
Yeah, it's already in the group. I'll send you 2 more examples of verbs which you have to conjugate on these patterns, so that you need to write this out. Everyone has to write this out. The past, akrama, yukrimu, akrami. You have to write them out. Without writing, you won't learn. Because the Imam has said, qayyidu al-ilm bil-kitaba. Preserve your knowledge by writing. If you don't write, you won't learn. You forget.
Okay.
So you have to write this out. And that is the only way you can memorize it. Okay?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, التماس الدعاء اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم كن لوليك الحجة من الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل الساعة وليا وحافظ وقائد وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك أو تمتع فيها طويلا واجعلنا من أنصاره وشيتك وجندك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. So inshallah, we probably will fit, because the book 2 has 13 lessons, so we probably finish in about 15 sessions, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, Jazakallah Shaykh.
Sister Sakina and Sister Sakina in particular, you will join the MUS class, or are you going to stick with this class?
I'm going to stick with this class.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
I like this pace, and I like how you're explaining. It's so much better than the last time, because I'm actually picking up so much more now. So this is really good. So yeah, so Sister Manaza in the background is saying that she's gonna probably join this one as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, because this book 2 is one of the most important books. Book 3 and 4 is the second phase where I'm going to start grammar. So this book is just preparing yourself to understand the basic concepts. Once you understood it, book 3 and 4 is me teaching yourself the Arabic grammar, how to construct sentences. After that, I'll be starting books in Arabic, inshallah. Like, as I said, Mafahim al-Quran, maybe fiqh in Arabic as well. So we'll be studying books in Arabic and also tafsir of the Quran as well in the Arabic language, inshallah.
Sheikh,
That's
can you
great.
please read the message which I had sent you?
Where, in the chat box or?
Privately, I have sent you.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that, inshallah.
Thank you.
Jazakallah, inshallah. Muhtaj is wa fi amanillah.
Jazakallah.
Fi amanillah.
Khudafis.